Joan is an S3, not my usual type. I did a depth with her on car insurance the year before. Sorry, depths are in-depth one-on-one interviews about the product. S3s are. Sorry, rewind. I work for IMAP. IMAP is a transnational market research company that is contracted by global corporations to do in-depth psychographic studies into a variety of products, mostly car-related. I know this sounds boring, but stay with me. It gets to be an obsession. Anyway, there are 90 demographic types of subject according to the IMAP system. These are people. This is in the world. Each person's consumption patterns are taken from credit card and bank files, tax, mortgage, insurance and rent records, internet usage, mortgage, etc., and are mapped onto postcodes and cross-referenced through internet usage algorithmic scoopings. The data is analysed, and then each person is rated and located within a cluster. People tend to live in clusters of similar income and spending patterns. We harvest data on clusters. The system is alphabetical with numbers to designate cluster types. A D1, for example, or a dinky, as we call them, is a professional couple, West End, dual income, no kids, Habitat, Alessi, iPod, Swatch, or Sensor, Calvin Klein, Durex Featherwhite, and Moby. A single mother with AIDS in Sierra Leone who has no means to afford any Western products is nevertheless rated because she consumes water, and Hydrocom has just bought the recently privatised water rights for her country. She would be a Y2, there are no Zs. Out of politeness, you get the picture. Joan is, I know I'm being cynical, deterministic, patronising even, but these are facts. I didn't make any of this up. All of the European political parties now use the IMAP system so that they can find out how you vote in your specific constituency and tell you what you want to hear. If you live in the suburbs within a mile of a council housing estate and recently took out expensive home insurance, there's a 78% chance that you will swing to the right of centre, right? People feel better after talking to me about their products. Call me a people person. Joan is an S3. Nike, Lacoste, Terence Lager, Summerfields and Summers, Toys R Us, Burger King, Nissan, Embassy Regal, Christina Aguilera, Argos. Joan is what they locally call a NED, which is a non-educated delinquent, which I do find patronising, although it does map. We would call her a triple S. Single mother, state benefits, sports products. But you see, the thing is, Joan is not just a triple S or a NED. Joan has a very dark sense of humour. Joan reads Bertrand Russell's History of Philosophy before bed. Because she says it's so boring, it sends her to sleep. But really, I know she believes in giving herself an education. Joan loves going down on women on the front seat of my Volvo while I fuck her from behind. Joan does not fit the designated dogging type. She spills over the edges in messy, sticky ways. She makes a mockery of the whole damn system. It's people like Joan that give me something like hope, although I'd never tell her that. Also, Joan lives with her mother, so she takes care of her kid, and so Joan's therefore available at short notice. It's such a cunt, I tried to call you last week. I was in Manchester. Shagging some other bird. You know the deal. Laugh. Fucking crank me up, say they fucking the deal. Like, who do you know? That nut off a telly. A deal's a deal. Come on down. You fucking crank me up. So what do you think? The VW looks promising. She was quiet then, just looking out. I parked just where the internet printout said, at the back of the DHL warehouse. You have to email them for instructions. They don't have a site, they don't want to have the pigs in their tail. A VW Golf, a Ford Mondeo, a Subaru. The VW had the passenger lights on. A blonde and a shaved head flashed us a glance as we parked at a tactful but teasing distance, face to them. No, I fancy the Subaru, never done a Subaru before. Interesting mix, isn't it? What do you think? Heinlein, Mogai, the Subaru. No, Bears Den, posh wee bird. Quite fancy that, a bit posh nosh. She started rubbing my cock through my gaps, smacking her lips and making eating and slurping noises. What? The Mondeo looks a bit rough. Just a guy in there. Might have a bit of a whopper, oh yeah, a Big Mac, eh? Refreshing word choice, Joan. But Maestros are F2. Pure nutrition. Won't be able to keep it up. Laugh. What are you fucking like? Laugh. put your seat back, and maybe I'll suck your cock and you'll come over. Are you sure? No one else has started. I'm hungry. Pure nutrition, because I'm an F cup. A fuck up, more like. Laugh, laugh. I put the seat back and let her undo me, take me in her mouth. I looked out at the Subaru and the Golf. The Golf flashed the hazards twice, like it said you should. I didn't flash back, didn't want it to come over just yet. Closed my eyes, was enjoying it too much. Not just her mouth, so expertly conducting her business, but the words, the big theory that I'm always writing in such moments. The three cars, the urban wasteland. The theory goes like this, that according to the IMAP system, this postcode has no recreational facilities and is depopulated after working hours. The owners of Subarus and Mondeos have no common ground on which to mix, being demographically from opposite ends of the spectrum. My theory being that fucking strangers in car parks is one of the only truly open democratic arenas in which to breach our increasingly entrenched differences. We are off the democratic map. I told her all this before. I was fucking off my head, she said. All we're sharing is fucking spunk and herpes, miss like. I opened my eyes. The Big Mac was by my window tenderising his whopper with heavy strokes. I glanced past the meat to the Subaru. The light was on and the posh nosh had her tits out, the guy with the shaved head sucking at them. Hey ho, looks like we've been supersized. Oh aye, fucking hell, aye, fucking fine bit of meat right enough. She sat up, doubled over with laughter. Put her hand up to show the guy that she'd be a minute that she wasn't laughing at him. You fancy a 2-for-1 meal deal? Stop it. For just a little bit extra, you can get onion rings with it or a milkshake. Stop, I'm going to piss myself. What are fucking you like? To all be special and all be the same, the contradictory project of consumerism. Consumerism does not give us the tools to create a sense of self, so we constantly consume surrogate symbols of status and live in a state of resentment and distraction, constantly craving the next thing, endlessly evading the confrontation with our own generic nature. Once we have consumed all the products we have been taught to crave, we start on each other. I undid her 501s and slid my fingers inside to find the deep, dark, moist mystery the Victoria's Secret will never get their hands on. I surveyed the man's cock. I leaned over and took it in my mouth. I sucked for a few seconds as she watched me and frigged herself furiously. Then it overwhelmed me. It was something to do with the whole drive-through type experience of leaning out of the window. A sense of, I don't know.